Hey there again, YouTube. Today is Wednesday, December the 12th, 2018, and it is about 10:15 in the morning. And you can see by this sign that we are back at Brazos Bend State Park. Today's a cloudy day. It's supposed to be cloudy all day long, sadly. I thought I'd show you just a little bit anyway of some of these trees out here that they have at the opening. You don't really cross in the state park until you cross that fence up there. We've got these nice live oaks here. And then all these over here. Just thought you might be interested in seeing these as our first introduction into the park today, and just show you the sky again. So anyway, we're going to hike a couple more trails today, and I'll introduce you to them when we get there. See you on that clip. Alright, so we made it to our first trail here. So this is just the overview of the board I'll show you, and then as we come closer, you can see on this big overview here, you can see we are right there, as that says. And here is the trail that we're actually planning on doing. You can see that we are right there. So this new Horseshoe Lake, we're going to walk down this, come around this way, take this green one here, which is the Big Creek Loop Trail, come up, head to the right, take it all the way around in the loop, come back down, then we'll take this to finish out the old Horseshoe Lake, come back around here, that'll be it, and then we'll park down through here, right down in that area there is where we're parked. So that's the trail itself. According to this, Horseshoe Lake Loop Trail is 1.2 miles. This one says Big Creek Loop Trail is 1.9, so it's saying it's 3.1 in total. But I've seen where it's also a little under 3, so we're just going to call it 3. Let that be that. There's the alligator. And here, I'll just show you up close these pictures right here. That's the tower that we were at on the previous video. Pilant Lake. There's the alligator. We saw that guy. Here's the George Observatory. And then check out these birds here. We have not seen most of these here. So got a lot to look forward to, and there's another alligator down there. Alright, so this is the trail. You can see it's got an orange color on the bar right there. And let's see, this says Canebrake. So here, if you want to get some education, just pause this and read it. I'll probably do the same thing later, but just give you a little bit of the trail. This is where the road ends, right back here. It just loops around. A bunch of birds over there flying. But again, back to Brazos Bend, and you can see all the what's that stuff called hanging down?
Spanish moss.
Spanish moss, yeah, Spanish moss. Boy, how quickly they forget. But you can see all these trees. Just got a lot of Spanish moss in them. So far, a wide trail. Had a lot of rain here in the Houston area. Just to give you a weather update. Starting tonight at 10 o'clock, we're supposed to have thunderstorms again. It's supposed to start from 10 tonight and go up until about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we wanted to get out here and get us some exercise and some hiking done, and I can make another video as well and accomplish a lot of good things. So like always, we'll keep going as I run across interesting things, and I'll bring those to you, so stay tuned. Okay, so we've come down to the end of the first trail here. Wasn't too much more interesting to show on it, but I just wanted to show you this. That right here is the sign for the Big Creek Loop Trail. So we will be heading in just a minute right up there. You see that's open. The sun is actually starting to break through. Here, I'll show you a little bit. That'll blind you for a second, but just show you there's some sun. But anyway, right here, you see that sign right there? That says Elm Lake and Horseshoe Lake Loop Trail. So what we will do is when we get done with this next loop, we're going up this road now. When we get done up there, we'll actually be coming straight back this way. Then we're going to come straight down, and we will go that way, and then that will loop us right back around to where we started, and then so you'll be seeing all that. So just show you this thick wooded stuff here, and here we'll start. And of course you can see the trail is open because the gates are open, because the gates were closed and it would say trail closed. But we ran into some pretty little muddy area on the previous trail. Didn't last too long, but long enough. But so far there's not been too much of anything of real interest. I mean, there's a lot of palmettos. You look over here, right beside us, palmettos. Over here to this side, plenty of palmettos over here. So they are certainly very, very thick in this part of the park. But same thing, we'll keep going and show you whatever we run across that's interesting. See you then. All right, so we're walking along here, and this whole water area will be part of Old Horseshoe Lake. What caught my eye was all these trees right here. You see all those? Hopefully you can see those with this GoPro. It's a bunch of little white, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't know if they're berries or they're not little flowers. I think they're maybe berries, don't you? We really don't know. But you can see that those things are buried in water down there. All of those trees out there are all in water. We don't know how deep. It's so brown you can't tell how deep it is, but not going over that hill to find out. But I just thought that was interesting. It's almost like it's snowing in place, if you will. But here, just to show you what we're walking on, this is, I guess we can walk on this little part of the trail. We've been walking over there. You can see how beat up and stuff that is. Now it's a harder mud, actually, so it's not too bad. On these flatter parts, it's not bad at all. In fact, I'll tell you, I think I'll just go over here, get in this flat part, show you. It's not too bad, but yeah, we go up here to our next loop, and then we'll do that, of course, and bring whatever else I find to you. But here, man, here's a ton of red berries. You see the contrast with those white ones, and of course I can get right on top of these. You can see, I mean, look at that back there. There's a bunch of them there. More Spanish moss on this tree up here. Alright, so we'll keep going and see what else we can run into. Alright, so we're walking along this loop trail here, and there's a vulture right up there. Anyway, walking in this little darker area, but look at this tree. We've seen several of these types off the trail here and there, but this one I want to bring to you. I mean, look, let me start back here, okay? Look at this limb. You see this limb way out here? Well, follow these limbs right here, okay? And you'll see they come into this limb, which goes way back there, which goes up to another limb, way back there on the trunk of the tree, and spreads off right here. You see, with all the palmettos and everything. And then, there's the trunk. And look at all these limbs. Isn't that just wild and beautiful and gorgeous? Pretty wild. And more of the red berries there. Try to walk along some of these leaves. I'll just show you this dark area. Look at this tree, little tree growing up beside that one there. But look at back here. All the Spanish moss, all the branches on this other tree here. Hopefully that's coming through. I mean, look at this. Got a bunch of palmettos. Now out here it's just going to open right back out on us. I told you I like to bring you interesting things, and that to me was interesting enough to bring to you. So hopefully you enjoyed that part, and we'll keep going along here and seeing what else we can find. Okay, so here I am, we've been walking along. We've come across a bunch of muck on this part of the trail. So I just wanted to show you this little section and just trying to find places to walk and not sink in the mud. So you can see, let me give you a close-up of that. You can see all the muck there. And all of it here, and even over here, and back there. I mean, this is just nasty. No matter what path you choose here we got some gravel out here, so here we go. But you can see on both sides of this thing still a lot of water. Now keep in mind, it hasn't rained here since last Friday night, and this is Wednesday. So 5 days ago. And this particular trail is still holding this much water. There are actually quite a few trails in this park that are closed today because of water. So we're actually very limited on what we can walk today. And that's why we're doing these. But here, at least it looks like a lot better. So I just wanted to bring you some of the muck. But we went through about, I don't know, I'd say 1,000% more than what you just saw. So let's keep going and see what we can find besides these palmettos over here. Alright, so you can see by our sign there, I recorded this earlier before we started going up that last loop we just did. But you can see Elm Lake and Horseshoe Lake Loop Trail goes this way. And so this is where we're heading. You can hopefully see some of the beautiful tree overhanging the trail down here. And there's a bench. We just ran into a couple that was heading up the way that we're just finished. So I told them all about the muck that we just went through. So they're going to go up there and do a part of it. So, but either way, they've been warned. But you can see that nice tree right there. That's pretty good. And but you can see this is wide. This part's dry, so it's good. But yeah, this will be the last couple of legs of this whole trip, and then we'll be done. So again, we'll look and see what we can see, and then I will bring that to you along with this tree. So we'll see you then.